Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I have another instrument cluster, this time working on a 2008 LR3. This is for Jacy in Missouri. She sent this instrument cluster a few days ago. Right, so I'm going to do the test before repairs as I usually or normally do to try to reproduce her concerns. So let's power this up. Um, we can see now needles are kind of in their position. And these are usually very intermittent, so it looks like this is an intermittent case as well. So we have 145,863 miles, and this is very, very common. So let me connect the scanner and see if we can do a sweep test to see how the motors are working. All right, got the scanner connected. Since I don't have anything else, I got the manual selected. So let's see at least how the needles respond. The commenter is a weird, I don't know why it always shows like 51% and instead of like 50, but that is okay. All right, so that looks okay. So if we see there, it's a little over like 4.2, like 4,200 RPMs. That's like the 50% or 51%, sorry. All right, so fuel gauge. Let's do the fuel gauge and we're gonna go over to 50% to make sure that we can know motors damage because that is not a common thing, but it can happen. So let's see. And we are perfectly in the 50%, so that is good. All right, we're gonna get out of here and we're gonna go over to engine temperature gauge, which we go over to 50. Since there is no temperature sender or sensor connected, the gauge goes up just the way these are meant to be. So if you ever see your gauge goes to maximum, it might be an open circuit into your sensors or loss in communication. All right, so we're going to start that and we can see how the temperature reaches almost 50%, which is perfect. All right, so at last we're going to check now the speedometer position and we will go over to a 50% and then a start. And we are exactly at 12 o'clock, which in this one is perfect. So that is exactly how it is. So looks like all gauges are working good. So this will be a normal repair. This is definitely intermittent communication, and I'm very familiar. I have a 100% success rate with all these instrument clusters. So if you have any of these LR3s, Range Rover, as long as the cluster looks like this one, you can just contact me and send it over, and I will be repairing as soon as it gets here. All right, so let me proceed with the repairs, which is, remove the complete board, solder around the microprocessor. I do solder all components. A lot of people request, I mean, it's just solder. I solder the connector, I solder all the um, resistors. Let me just show you pictures of repairs. If you have anything they need to send to repair, just look for My Salazar Diagnostics. That's how my name is spelled right there, and that's the business name .com. And then you will land into this page. You can click in here, click here to contact me. That will open your email browser or application, and then you can send me an email. If you already have talked to me and you want to send, this is the shipping address. I always please request to every customer, please send me a note in the box with your full name, telephone and email, return address. I need the email so I can send you the link for payment and everything. So it's very important that I have that information and that I also can send you, diagnostics or anything that I need or consider important to share with you. And so is the link for the video of your testing your module or instrument cluster. All right, so that's how I work. All right, guys, so let me work in this. Oh, I was going to show you. Let me get into the automotive side. Let me see if I can get the Land Rovers. Where is the Land Rovers? Give me 1 second, because I know that I set up all the Land Rovers. I was working on actually making, easier to find the information, but I don't see Monaco, Mini Cooper. Let me find it out because I don't see it. add it onto all others. Give me 1 second. I should have it. Oops, I don't know what I did there. I don't know the date and the name. So just give me 1 second. Lower board, upper motors, upper board. All right, so these are, the I have gathered, all the information what I have, fiber references and voltages, and as you see all my markings in there, like in here, this is what I do, and this is my own information. I set up what the voltage should be with a known good and so on for my own testing. These are the areas that are very important to resolder in the connectors and that connector in the back, um, etc. Right? And then let me just get out of here and then select the other side. So the upper board, which I also obviously remove, and as you can see, I got plenty of information, and I resolder all the resistors because these are probably 70% will be with colder sole joints, and that will create problems. So yes, it is an extensive repair, and I do it really good, and that's why it lasts for so long. And my repairs are also warranty. But yeah, and I solder all the connectors. But yeah, so there is multiple areas that needs to be repaired in this cluster. All right, Jassy, let me proceed with the repair, and then I will retest it back to make sure it's working good and send it to you. But I'll be right back. All right, guys, I just want to show you your instrument cluster apart. I just finished with all the soldering and replacement of capacitors and so on that I always do, diodes, resolder all the resistors and connectors, and the main components. They are actually indeed the problem. All right, but just to show you that it's taken apart, I actually cleaned your lens. It's looking like new because it was really, really dirty. Now you're going to see that everything is in nice and pristine form. I just got to put it back together and retest and recalibrate the needles. I'll be right back. All right, so let's turn this on. Everything is connected and ready to go. All right, so let's get the scanner down, which I still have. Oh, I have plugged in. So give me 1 second because I plugged it into charger because it was in like 50%. All right, the scanner is down here. I might have to reconnect because everything was up, but let's try it. All right, so let's do the camera position and see if it's connected. We're gonna do 51% as is normal and the tachometer. Oh, it is connected, so I don't have my glasses in there, but we can see that it's in around 4,200 RPMs as it was before, so that's perfectly calibrated. Fuel gauge position, we're going to go to 50%, which in that one we can actually achieve 50%. I'm just selecting it on the scanner, and we are indeed perfectly in the 50% position. All right, so engine temperature, we're going to go to 50% too. That's going in and out and doing the selections. If you want to know where or how to get to that, I have shown multiple of the videos, which I'm going to put on the playlist in here. So if you go over to my channel and look for playlists and just type LR3 and it will all show up. All right, so temperature, it is exactly at 50%. That is excellent. And unless the speedometer, which I'm going to put again into 50%. I'm just going to show you once in here. All right, again, I'm selected and I just click the start button now. And we are exactly at 12 o'clock, which in the speedometer is the way it should be. All right, Jassy, your instrument cluster is fully operational and is guaranteed to work 100%. Again, I have not had one not repair, even one that came out butchered by somebody else. I was able to make out of an eBay one, and his original one, and he's very happy customer. You can go and check my reviews. If you want to see, you only need to do is go into Google search and type my website, My Salazar Diagnostics Reviews. If you click in there, you will be able to see all the reviews that I have. Let me just see where I got to. Oh, right here. So if I click in here, I can see all the reviews and photos of person that I have work with, you can see that I have all 5-star reviews because I follow up. I try to stay in touch with the customers, explain everything else, how everything is going on. If I have helped you or repair something and you can help me with a review, that will be very appreciated because that's the way people really trust a small business like mine, and you will really, really help me. Jesse, the same thing I will request from you after you feel happy and your instrument cluster is in your car and you use it for a couple of weeks and you want to help me with a review, I will really appreciate that. All right, guys, thank you so much for visiting the channel. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Bye bye.